Hello everybody, Garrett Grover with Rise Armament. There are many outdoor activities that require the use of camouflage and concealment. Whether you're a hunter putting food on the table, an infantryman defending freedom, a law enforcement sniper defending his or her community, or an outdoorsman just perfecting his or her skills, moving through your environment can be of the utmost importance. Proper use of camouflage and concealment will help guarantee your success in your environment. Today, I'm going to teach you some of the techniques that I used over the years that helped me be successful as a military sniper. But first, let's discuss the difference between camouflage and concealment. Concealment is the deliberate act of denying observation of a target or preventing knowledge of its presence. Camouflage is a technique used to aid in concealment. There are 5 basic types of concealment, also known as crypsis. The first type of concealment is hiding. Hiding is screening a target from observation. The target is unobserved because there is an object between it and the sensor. Some examples of hiding include using a duck blind, putting vegetation or a terrain or a structure between the target and the sensor. Second type of concealment is blending. Blending is altering a target's appearance so it blends into its background. Camouflage is an excellent example of blending. Third type of concealment is disguising. Disguising or mimicking is attempting to mislead the sensor as to the target's true identity. Basically, the target tries to look like something it is not. Insects use this to great effect. Some insects look like leaves or sticks, and aquatic creatures use this very well. There are several types of fish that appear to be coral. Fourth type of concealment is disrupting. Disrupting is altering or eliminating specific target characteristics. Some examples of that would be pattern painting or use of camouflage nets. The fifth type of concealment is decoying. Decoying is the use of false or simulated targets to draw attention away from the actual target. Now let's talk about camouflage. There are 2 main types of camouflage. The first type is concealing coloration. This is an attempt to color match with the target's background. This is the reason why animals in the Arctic are white, while animals who live in the forest are brown. The second main type of camouflage is disruptive coloration. Disruptive coloration breaks up a target's outline by using strongly contrasting pattern. The U.S. military's BDU pattern is an excellent example of this. Other good examples are the stripes on a zebra or the spots on a leopard. This technique can also be combined with other forms of crypsis, such as background matching or counter shading. There are a couple more camouflage techniques I want to talk to you about. The first one is outline disruption. Outline disruption is the intentional interruption of a regular shape. The human eye is naturally drawn to familiar shapes such as straight lines, perfect circles, perfect squares, human silhouettes, whereas animals will immediately detect something in nature that doesn't belong. The use of outline disruption is great for negating this effect. Military snipers use ghillie suits specifically for this purpose. Another technique I want to talk to you about is counter shading. Counter shading is used by animals and military snipers alike. When the sun hits an object, it lights up the top portion of the object, casting the bottom portion in shadow. This makes the object appear more three-dimensional. By employing counter shading, you can negate this effect and make yourself, or whatever you're trying to camouflage, appear more two-dimensional. Think light-colored pants, dark-colored top. Additionally, when you walk around next time you're outside, look at the ground, look at what's around it. You'll notice that in almost every environment, the ground is lighter than what's around it. There is a dizzying array of camouflage available on today's market. It seems like every outdoors company wants to have their own proprietary camouflage pattern that use at least one, if not all, of the techniques that I mentioned earlier. But this is good news for us. Camouflage patterns marketed towards hunting tend to be very environment specific, which is great if you know where you're going to hunt, because you can go out and buy some camouflage that blends in with your environment almost perfectly. However, this type of camouflage tends to only be marginally effective, if not effective at all, in other environments. Military or tactical type camouflage is designed to work reasonably well in most environments. Some militaries employ one camouflage pattern that they use in all environments, and other militaries use multiple patterns like the U.S. Marine Corps MARPAT. The good news is, a person can buy 1 or maybe 2 uniforms and they can be relatively certain that they're going to blend in most environments. The negative is they typically don't work quite as well as a pattern designed specifically for that environment. A few other things to remember when you're attempting to remain undetected. Try to blend in with what's behind you, not in front of you. Stick to the shadows. Try to keep the sun to your back as much as possible, and use natural vegetation and natural fibers. For more videos and tips on all things outdoors, check out our website at www.risearmament.com. Also check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll see you on the range.